Drink Cinema. Cheers.
Welcome to another episode of Two Drink Cinema. We got 2 out of 3 brothers reviewing movies, 2 drinks at a time. Hello, Brett.
Hello.
I got halfway through and forgot what show we're doing.
Big Summer Bullet. Yeah.
But we're doing Frozen.
We're doing
for
Frozen.
Two Drink Cinema from 2013. Somehow didn't make the anniversaries list last year.
No. Don't know why.
But it was in the list of iconic movies and it got rolled up last week at the end of Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yes.
We somehow didn't.
I don't think we did.
We gave up.
We did Johnny Depp somehow. Anyway.
Yep.
I made a cocktail.
You made a cocktail. It is very blue.
It's called an Elsa cocktail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couldn't have called it an Arundel.
Nah.
Okay. Cheers.
So it's got vodka, gin, rum,
very
blue curacao, obviously,
Yep.
and lemonade. So
Okay.
this is one for the kids.
Yeah. That's not better. Just doing some live redecorating. That's slightly better. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
It's blue lemonade. It could be colder, which is ironic.
blue lemonade with alcohol in it.
It could be colder. Look, it's basic.
Look, if we had a slushy machine,
I'd be making a frozen
we'd
cocktail.
be making a frozen cocktail. Yeah, you're right. It's basic, just like this film.
Ooh.
To quote Kristen Bell, you're basic. It's not
Yeah.
that basic, okay? IMDb has no taglines for this movie.
Yeah,
Which
interesting.
is odd. And I was going to do a joke about the fact that IMDb says it looks like we don't have any taglines for this title yet, but that's not a great joke. So, what I do want to say, though, is Disney has a fuck ton of money. Right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows. But do they not pay someone to write the précis for Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Because
I
this
don't
is
know.
what it is. Anna and Kristoff brave the elements, racing to save Elsa and the kingdom. That's the whole précis for Frozen.
Interesting.
So they either don't bother paying or have someone really to write précis, or they're just like, look, if you've clicked on it, you're going to fucking watch it.
Yeah.
And it's Frozen. So if you've got a girl between the ages of 6 and 12, you're watching Frozen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a poster that might have a tagline on it, but everyone I click on is really, really blurry, and I can't actually read it.
No. Okay.
From the creators of Rapunzel, A Tangled Tale, and Wreck-It Ralph. Or de los criados de Enredados Ralph el Demoledor.
Okay.
Von den Machen Rapunzel. Anyway.
I've not seen it.
Yes, shocking.
I'll admit, before we had to review it for the podcast, I've not seen the film. So all of my notes are coming in fresh.
Good. That's a good thing, I guess.
And my first note is that they live in an icy cold world. But then they actually don't.
No, it's not a start.
But the opening song is the Iceman song.
The
About
opening
making the
song
blocks of
is
ice.
the worst song in the show.
The Trolls give it a bit of a run. Oh, the Troll song. No, that's not bad. The Troll song's not bad.
Anyway.
They live in an icy cold world, but the sisters love each other. I don't think I should have used "but" there, because the castle is not actually cold.
So was that your thoughts going in to the movie?
No, this is as I going. That's the first
Oh,
thought.
okay.
Because the opening song is cold, so I thought that everywhere was cold,
Yeah.
and then she just controlled the cold rather than created the cold.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But despite the fact that other parts of the area near the castle are cold, the sisters love each other very much, and they have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The magic is cool, but the girls enjoy it. But
Okay.
once she injures her sister, once Elsa injures Anna,
Anna. Yeah.
They don't go through any possibilities. The dad just is straight onto trolls.
Lock her away, you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trolls, remove her memories, locked away forever.
Yeah.
And Elsa stays locked away even after they die. But also, Anna never asks anyone a question about why Elsa's locked away.
No.
She just keeps
She
going.
just thinks Elsa's a bitch.
Do you like me today? Oh, no. Yeah.
Fuck off, Anna.
Do you want to build a snowman? No.
Okay, bye. Yeah.
I haven't for 10 years.
No.
So, but then it moves quickly from girls to close to maybe just adults.
Yeah.
And First Time in Forever is a good song.
It's not a bad one.
Yeah.
I do like that one.
And it does set up the difference between the adult sisters.
It has that great line, why have a ballroom with no balls?
Yeah, with no balls.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of dodgy lines in the songs which will come up in our worst line segment. I'm not sure that Anna could just run out of the gates, though, into the public.
Yeah, because is it meant to... I thought it was meant to be some build-up. I'm like, oh my God, because we haven't seen them,
No.
right? They've been
Yeah.
shut in
Yep.
for their whole life, basically.
Yeah. No public has seen them since they were children.
Yeah, it's like they're bloody Kate Middleton or something. They just disappear out of public view. Are we allowed to joke about that?
Well, not considering the recent diagnosis.
Sorry.
Alleged diagnosis. Yeah, I thought it would be some build-up to, like, this is a princess.
Yeah.
But instead it's just looking at the
barges
public.
out.
She just is some random woman that ran out
Yeah.
and ends up falling in love with a prince from the southern realms.
Isles.
Why doesn't Kristen Bell sing more?
She's pretty good, hey?
She's great. She's no Idina Menzel, but very few are. But she's very good.
Yeah,
And in terms of singing with Idina Menzel, good.
I think that their voice, it's very old school. I don't want to say old school, traditional soprano and mezzo kind of thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
In a lot of ways, it's a traditional musical.
Yes.
And I think that's a big part of its popularity.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to put it out there, it's not a great movie.
Okay.
Yeah? Story is basic, as I've said.
Yeah.
You're basic.
Yeah.
The story's not basic. The story's quite a good story, but they don't do a lot with it.
Okay.
And not all of the songs are great.
No.
But I think one thing that definitely helped it is that, Olaf, it is fully 100% unashamedly targeted at girls.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And that helped because, as Barbie proved in 2023, 10 years later,
Yeah.
the female market is grossly underserved in the cinema.
Yep.
And this is only a few years after Brave, which is a very strong female lead character. Like there's no, even like your Pocahontas or your Mulan, she falls in love with a strong man.
Yes.
Who does a big thing
Yep.
that makes her able to do her thing. There's not really that in Brave, and there's not that in Frozen.
Well, because Elsa's a lesbian.
Yeah, okay, whatever. But the men are also baddies, in case you didn't realise that this was a pro-female cinema. I'm not denigrating it for being a pro-female
Men
movie.
are terrible except if they're a snowman or a reindeer or sell ice.
Yeah, not ice.
Even then he's a bit of a dick.
Ice blocks. He has dickish moments. The
People are better than reindeer, or whatever the thing is.
But a lot of things move very quickly.
Yes.
Like we go from little girls to 7 or 8 years later, the parents die.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, she's coming of age.
It's very it's all like, yeah, let's build a snowman. Oh, the parents died.
Yeah.
It's like that's a roller.
Do you want to build a snowman?
That's a-
No, instead I'm going to knock you unconscious
Yeah.
and then have your memory stolen.
It's a roller coaster of emotion in a song.
Yeah. And then do you want to build a snowman again? Oh no, parents are dead. No more snowmen. I'm really depressed. And then 3 years later, she's coming of age. So that seems to all happen very quickly. Mm-hmm. But then everything else kind of happens quickly from there, including Let It Go. I didn't know. I thought it was like, because I know the words, right? I know the song.
Yeah.
I thought the whole movie, just from listening to that song and it being the best song,
Ever written, yeah.
yeah, according to a lot of people,
Yeah.
I thought that was the climax of the movie, which then, if you listen to the lyrics, means she's been holding back her powers.
But she
And
can't
then-
hold it back anymore.
So she does just let it go, and that's a good, happy ending to the movie.
Yeah, and it's
Not
also she
like
comes
everyone
out of the
hates
closet.
me, so I'm running away and I'm going to let it go there
Yeah.
in the woods in a Subaru Forester.
Look, it is very. Every time I watch it, which it isn't that often.
Yeah.
I'm not a Disney adult. Borderline.
Sorry
but,
to any Disney adults that are listening. Is Shane a Disney adult? Because he's a Star Wars nerd.
Oh, don't do that.
Does he become a Disney adult?
Don't start that conversation. You'll need to sleep at my place. It's earlier on in the movie than you remember, and because it is like the movie's good and the storyline flows, but in terms of
Moments.
it's all downhill from there. Because that is epic.
It's just kind of scenes, and that also means that there's not a lot of character development. Anna falls in love with Hans very quick, which is fine.
Yeah.
Right? That's one of the main plot points. But then he's also very quick to put Hans in charge,
Yeah, I don't like that.
right?
But also, what's she been doing? She wasn't ready for this.
We are like, she has turned it into an eternal winter. Like, he didn't really spend any time establishing that it was summer now. Like, things
Okay.
were kind of sunny.
Yeah.
But it's not like she's coming of age. It's July. It's the perfect time to open the gates and people come. That's all you needed to do.
Yeah.
Just be like, it's the height of summer. What better time to open the gates to the public?
It's our summer festival. Let's open the gates.
Done. Didn't do that. But, and then I said, she's obviously relieved that she doesn't have to keep the secret anymore. But she very quickly is just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to live in the mountains by myself.
Yeah.
Because, like,
And
that,
then like
that
a,
happens really quickly.
then like a good lesbian, she builds her own home.
That's true. But fuck, the song's good.
It's a bloody good song. Man.
And then, within like 30 seconds, Anna and Christoph are stuck together.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have different types of love. We have sister love. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of have
Platonic friends love.
friendly love.
Yeah.
Between Olaf
Yeah.
and the reindeer.
Yeah.
No, between Anna
and Olaf.
Olaf at the start. Well,
Yeah.
no, Anna and Olaf is friendly, but Anna and Christoph is friendly. Kind of friendly bantery.
Yeah.
But then there's also bestial love between a man and a reindeer, which is a little bit odd. And there's a line. There's a line in the song that the trolls sing that is closer to a reindeer than a man probably should be.
Yeah.
So there's another type of love that is in this movie.
I never thought that the word bestial would come up in our podcast.
Well,
but there you go.
YouTube might take us down if I said the full word.
A T.
Yeah.
You've said worse.
Yeah, true. But yeah, there's not a lot of depth to the story overall.
No.
There's some good songs and it works as a traditional musical. And to finish what I didn't finish before, It was very targeted at girls. That definitely helped us. And it went back to classic Disney musical,
Yep.
which the parents of the girls
Yes.
hadn't had for a while.
Yeah.
If you watch Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and The Little Mermaid, although that was earlier, you are the age of having kids when Frozen's out.
Yes.
And so that works well.
Yeah, I think that the bit I like about it is very typical, but then, it's like an act of true love and like, oh, it has to be a true love's kiss. Duh. We're in
Yeah.
a Disney movie.
Yeah.
But then when it's like, oh no, sisterly love.
They do say true love's kiss so often that it did make me think, well, it's not going to be a kiss.
Yeah, okay.
But then I also remembered a podcast I listened to where they said it was really good because it was sisterly love.
Yeah, the other thing that was kind of, I think, trying to be a metaphor, but then also just spelled it out was King Troll. I don't know. It's just like, oh, lucky you shot her in the head. You can change the head, you can't change the heart. I'm like, mate, you could have just come on.
Well, no, I think he said that, and then it was long enough ago.
Yeah.
But as soon as they went back to the trolls, and I go, oh, I remember. He said about the head.
Yeah.
And the heart.
Yeah.
I remember.
Then Ava Max sings that song in it. That got cut. My head and my heart, treat me. Yeah. They cut that song from the musical.
Right. Good luck getting that niche reference through to any of our listeners, because it's gone
It's
past
stuck
me.
and repeat. It's a good song.
The thing's not very deep,
think
which
it's
also
Ava Max.
then means the characters don't learn anything. They just realise things.
Yeah, she realizes she's a lesbian. She realizes she's
All right, we
actually
get
in
it.
love with Kristoff.
Fuck, you think she's a lesbian.
Sven's there.
But Anna doesn't learn that Hans is bad. Mm-hmm. Anna is told and realises. Elsa doesn't learn.
Well, no, she finds out. She doesn't learn.
She doesn't learn that.
Because she
She
learns
doesn't
because-
learn that love can control her powers. Something happens. She goes, oh, love can control my powers. Like she just realizes rather than
I didn't like that bit.
the journey of learning. And we realize after the fact and after Olaf tells us that sacrificing yourself is an act of true love. So we don't learn that. We get told that by a talking snowman. So that's my thing. And then the last quick thing is that all of the people of Arendelle are just like, fuck yeah, she's great now.
Yeah, we love her. She saved it. Oh, but also, can you make it cold again? Because I
Yeah.
want to skate.
I do want to make it skate again. And also, that snowman's really cute. So if he melts, my kid's going to cry.
Yeah.
Can you make the snowman permanently alive?
Yeah.
But they go very quickly
And also, we still need somebody to deliver our ice, even though she can just make ice. Like, not
Yeah.
like Walter White, but she can, make ice.
He's the official... well, she's too busy queening.
True. She's a
Yeah.
Disney... Look, this is what I hate about people, right?
She's a Disney queen.
Elsa is not a Disney princess,
Yeah.
all right?
Anna
She is a Disney queen.
Yeah. Is Nala a Disney queen then?
No, because she's a princess. It's only at the end.
But part of the story is that he becomes the king. And they have a new prince. Simba and Nala take over and have a child.
So she's...
Simba is the king. Nala is the new Lion Queen.
So she's a queen in Lion King 2.
Yeah, okay.
But Lion King 1, she's a Disney princess.
So Jasmine is a queen in Jafar's Revenge.
I don't know. I'm
Return
never
of
going to
Jafar
watch it.
or whatever.
Definitely Jafar for Jafar Takes the Census.
Direct to video.
Yeah.
Jafar. Aladdin 3 was direct to video. It's still hilarious, and we've reviewed Aladdin earlier on the podcast. But Robin Williams did Aladdin, didn't do Aladdin 2.
Yeah.
But then came back for Aladdin 3 direct to video.
Yeah. Hilarious.
Anyway, Elsa is a queen, and the people are straight away just like, yeah, she's great.
I have a question.
Yep.
She wears gloves, right?
Okay, yeah.
To stop ice from shooting out from her fingers or whatever
Yep,
it
yep.
is. Why can she run and create ice through her shoes?
It goes over her shoes from her ankles.
Okay.
Okay, that's the answer.
Because
I'm going to put that on
Oh, and that's
I'm
why-
going to put that on Quora.com.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
and that's why when she full stamps her foot, it goes bang because the ice falls off her ankle.
Falls off her ankles and then
Okay,
spreads. Whereas
okay.
the gloves cross over with the sleeves and there's no wrist. I did say wrist action to make the ice.
Yeah. So there's a wrist icicle
Wristicle.
in the
Yep.
in the words of Nicki Minaj. Wrist icicle.
Okay.
Kids don't Google it. Do not Google
Also-
wrist icicle.
Or bestial love. Don't Google either of those things from this week's episode.
Ah.
Please. Also, parents, if you've just Googled looking for Frozen podcasts, Frozen reviews to listen to with your children,
Apologies.
I probably should have put the warning up front.
I hope they know what a lesbian is, or you've had to explain it to them.
Also, it's called Two Drink Cinema.
Mm.
If you've clicked on this to listen with your kids,
Yep.
well done.
Maybe
Kids are
they've had a
learning
couple of
things.
Pinots and they're watching Frozen.
Well, I feel like after the 17th time this term that parents have had to watch Frozen, they might need a couple of Pinots.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, this comes out on Good Friday, this episode.
Oh, that's a great Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep thinking about Good Friday because that's when Beyonce's new album drops.
Oh, okay. I need to go and get hot cross buns tomorrow
Great.
because the shops aren't open. I'm going to be in Adelaide on Good Friday and the shops are not open.
Yeah, it's Good Friday.
Yeah, but like Adelaide shuts, even like Thursday night Adelaide. So I'm going to get to Adelaide at like 8 o'clock Friday. And the shops will already be closed.
True.
8 o'clock Thursday.
Yeah.
The shops would still be open here because the shops are Coles in Melbourne knows that if the shops are closed for a day, people are going to go on Thursday and buy 3 weeks worth of food. But in Adelaide, they'll be closed earlier.
Or you can live near me and the IGA is open. Yay.
Oh, you locals love the IGA.
I do love the IGA.
So,
you know what else?
story-wise.
Yep, story-wise.
Yeah, story
Yep.
of Frozen is another thing that I love. The whole
it's
thing,
not.
No, I don't. Actually don't. The whole thing is not deep enough for me and goes a bit quick. I do like the non-traditional love stuff, and I do get the point of the sisters.
Uh-huh.
And it certainly has won that in terms of girls. Like, sisters will be your Elsa, I'm Anna. There'll be dolls, you Elsa, I'm Anna, and they'll be fighting over that.
Yeah. I'll be like,
But-
bitch, I'm Olaf. I don't give a shit.
But there's no depth, and so there's not a lot of learning. Mm-hmm. And also not as many songs as I thought there might be.
I feel there's a lot of songs in the start, and then there's not really anything. Like, as if you think the last song in the movie, is it the troll song?
I think so.
And then there's nothing.
And then there's music while they ice skate at the end.
Yeah. There's no
not
song.
a song.
There's no reprise.
No reprise. For the stage, they've done a reprise,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
But also, like, Let It Go is a moment, right? And we talked
Yeah.
about Wicked the other week. At
Yes.
Dina Menzel's other moment
Yeah.
is Interval.
She had some big moments.
Where does Interval go in this movie? Because it can't go 30 minutes into an hour and a half movie. Because that's when Let It Go's on.
Maybe there isn't one.
Interval would be when she gets hit in the heart. Because
okay.
traditionally, interval comes when everything goes to shit.
Yeah. Into the Woods.
Yeah.
Rent. Yeah.
One of our local theatre companies is doing Into the Woods in June. Do you want to go?
Oh, I should.
Yeah, let's go. It's almost sold out, so we should book tickets.
It's been 20 years since I did it. So
Williamstown Theatre Company is the one I'm talking
yes.
about if anyone wants to. They do very good shows. And Shane's playing in the band.
Oh, no.
The credits version is not nearly as good as Adele Dazeem's.
Oh, poor Demi Lovato.
They just like...
Unnecessary.
Why?
Unnecessary.
Is it
to
so
sell
they
more
can-
songs.
So they can release a radio version?
But why wouldn't you just release the version?
Well, this is the thing. I've never heard Demi Lovato's version until I watched the movie.
It's not like they re-released another version of We Don't Talk About Bruno from Encanto, and
Yeah.
that went number one.
Because they probably realised that in the 10 years between We Don't Talk About Bruno and Frozen, the only version of Let It Go I've heard is Idina Menzel's.
I've heard 3 versions. Idina Menzel,
Yeah.
Demi Lovato, and the chick from Broadway.
Yeah, okay. I've only heard Adele Dazeem's.
Yeah.
So just don't. Do a reprise or write a new song like they did for Hairspray.
Well,
Sounds like a Billy Joel song.
the song, yeah.
Okay, Impact. That's my story stuff done. Impact.
The song is huge impact.
Okay.
You know the song.
Yeah,
You never
Let It
watched
Go.
the movie.
Let
you
it
know
go.
the song.
I know all the words.
Yeah. Don't hold it
thought
back anymore.
I thought I knew the story of the film from the song. I was wrong.
Yeah. It won 2 Grammys.
Best
the
original
movie.
song.
Best song written for the screen or whatever visual media.
Yep.
And best compilation soundtrack or whatever the crap it is. It won a Golden Globe for best animated
Okay. Animated feature.
feature, and then it won 2 Oscars for best animated film and best original song. It didn't win best original song for Golden Globe. That went to U2 because you know how the Golden Globes are shit, right?
Yeah.
The film grossed over $1.2 billion worldwide box office.
Wow.
And was the highest grossing animated film, a record held until the remake of The Lion King. So I'm pretty sure, did I say that? The Lion King was the highest grossing animated film until Frozen, and then it was the highest grossing animated film until The Lion King.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, The
nice.
Lion King 2019. Do you know what's also surpassed it? Frozen 2
Frozen 2.
and the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Yeah. Incredibles 2 is 5th.
So it finished its theatrical run as
Yeah.
the highest grossing film of 2013. Duh. And at the time, the 5th highest grossing movie of all time.
Wow.
Not adjusted for inflation.
And pre-Marvels.
Then merchandise. I'm not going to go into it. But then there was crazy, and then everything sold out.
My favourite is seeing a doll that is a slightly different colour dress, Ice Queen, and you can buy it for $4 for your niece for Christmas instead of buying the $45 Elsa, and she'll just be as excited.
Yeah. So people, it just sold out, and then their resale prices there was limited edition stuff, and Frozen costumes on eBay were selling for over $1,000.
Jeez. For a girl to wear
Ridiculous.
one Halloween and ruin.
Yeah. By the time merchandise shortages were resolved in November 2014, so a year after the
year
movie was
later,
released, Disney had sold over 3 million Frozen costumes in North America.
Alone. So that's another $3 billion.
And Random House Publishing,
Yes.
by August 2014, had sold over 8 million Frozen-related books.
Oh. See, yeah, they hit a target in little girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evans for little girls. The film's popularity... there's a sequel.
Yep. 3 is coming.
Some say it's a franchise because there was an animated short film and a featurette. They don't count. But there's
Frozen 3 is
sequel
coming.
and there's Frozen 3. That's coming as well.
Yep.
And then in January 2014, so 2 months after the movie release,
Yes.
they announced that it was going to become a musical. A stage show.
Well, yeah.
Crazy. And then a song from
course
that
it was.
gets featured in RuPaul's Drag Race, and they do a lip sync to Let It Go.
The only thing less surprising was when people were like, oh my God, I can't believe they're taking The Greatest Showman to Broadway. Like,
Duh.
of course they are. It's a fucking musical.
It's already a musical.
Yeah.
And then it also launched the career of Adele Dazeem,
Into the
not
mainstream.
Indina Menzel.
Oh, Adele Dazeem.
That's the joke.
Yeah,
Adele
yeah.
Dazeem.
Okay, Adele Dazeem was launched from that.
They're wickedly talented. I watched some TikTok the other day, and it was going around some office, and it's like, "What's your favorite Oscars moment?" And
Yep.
people were like, "The slap."
Yep.
Hilarious. And this woman goes, "John Travolta." And then they showed the clip, and you could hear her mouthing it like you hear her quoting it in the background, going, "The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem." It's not even close, John.
It's not even close.
I freaking love it.
So, the original cast. Yeah, so the first Broadway was 2003 of Wicked.
Yes,
Yeah.
which had Idina Menzel in it.
Yes, and Kristen Chenoweth. It's a great show. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's not what we're talking about. I had a very Idina Menzel weekend because I watched this and then went to see Wicked. Yeah.
And you've seen Rent, and she was in that too.
And I've seen the Rent, but I have not recently watched the movie of Rent that she is in. She was in Rent. You are correct. Shall we do some awards, or has it been taken the piss out of by The Simpsons or Family
It
Guy?
has The Simpsons 4 different times, so we're not going to go into it. But let's give it some awards, shall we? It didn't win
Okay.
enough.
Let's rip through the extras because there's not many.
Yep.
It's hard to do worst extra because they're animated.
Yeah.
However, when Anna's horse comes storming back into Arundel without Anna on it and everyone panics, there's one guy that doesn't.
Yeah.
He just kind of stands there going, oh, there's a horse.
Even Hans panics, and he's faking.
Yeah. He's just like, oh, okay, there's a horse.
I had one for an extra. So basically, Elsa's gone off, get the fuck away from me with
Yep.
ice. And he's
Yep.
running around like a crazy person.
Boom.
And this woman comes up to go, are you okay?
To Elsa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind.
She's not okay. So back off. Anyway.
Yeah, you might get ice spiked.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to her then.
Well, I had another one.
Okay.
At the very end, and there's Weaselton, and he's getting escorted away.
Yeah.
Just one of the guys doing that. He's just like, meh, the whole time.
Yeah, maybe by the end they were just tired of animating background people.
Yeah.
Now, woman to Elsa, are you okay?
Okay, great. Your Majesty, are you okay? Like, bitch, she's frozen.
Yeah.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Best extra.
Uh-huh.
Well, that Andy Millman worst extra award we just did.
Yeah.
The Estelle Reiner best extra award. I'm nominating the family in the sauna.
Oh, I wrote...
Where they just go,
hello. I wrote, Big Summer Bluet. He's a bit more than an extra, but his family...
but his family just goes,
Yoo-hoo.
from in the sauna.
Yeah, and then I... That's funny as well. It's like traveling of whatever emporium or store or whatever, and it's ooh, and sauna.
And sauna.
And then I nominated the troll, the little kid troll.
Yeah.
And by the way, I don't see no ring. But I'm happy to go with yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo. Because I had that as well.
The sauna.
Yoo-hoo.
The Halle Berry X-Men Worst Line Award.
Uh-huh.
I've already said it. I'm going to say it again. There's an art to putting jokes for the adults in.
Uh-huh.
And his peculiar reindeer, his thing with the reindeer that's a little outside of nature's laws, is a little too much of a hint of bestial love for me.
Bestial love.
That's my main one.
I had, in the first song, when they're talking about ice,
Ice Baby.
they go, beautiful, powerful, dangerous, cold.
Yes. Ice
It's
is cold.
ice.
Yeah.
Um,
I also had Olaf at the end going, an act of true love. Like, yeah, okay. She's thawing out. It's clearly an act of true love. We don't need that
it's a kid's
explanation,
movie.
Josh Gad.
It's a kid's movie. I also said, I'll see if I can do it. In Love is an Open Door.
Yeah.
With you, with you, with you, with you! That. You know the very last one? It's like, love is an open door with you, with you, with you, with you. But then the last one's like a little bit higher. And he's like, with you, with you, with you.
Oh, he doesn't quite hit it.
And then I said, can putting love heart hands around the moon be a worst line? Because fuck, it's dumb.
If we did worst scene,
Worst picture. Yeah.
oh, that would have been much better.
Yeah.
Can it be the bestial love
It's
line?
the bestiality. I mean, bestial love.
Yeah, bestial love.
Bestiality.
That's for the Halle Berry X-Men Worst
If we
Line
say it enough,
Award.
we'll get on someone's algorithm.
Yeah, true. Hopefully, we're not the right kind of people.
Before...
I didn't cry.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Not good, but duh.
Most iconic song is obvious, surely.
Most
well,
iconic,
the fact
most
that
iconic scene
yeah, the fact that I said most iconic
is
song.
Let It Go. But
Yeah.
more specifically, for me,
Yes.
when she goes, let it go, and she changes her outfit and her hair.
Yeah, yep.
That shot where she goes, oh, I'm a slut now.
Well, we're saying scene is the whole song.
Yeah.
Moment. is
Moment.
that for the Darth Vader I Am Your Father Most Iconic Scene Award.
Do you have a favourite song that's not Let It Go from this?
I don't know this other songs well enough.
Okay.
Probably that one that they sing together. Finally. What's that one?
Oh, First Time in Forever.
First Time in Forever.
You know what? I do like that. I don't mind the troll song.
The Troll song's funny, except for the Bestial Love line. And no, but for the First Time in Forever is good. Because I've heard that a few times at karaoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would also say, impact-wise, I would recommend yourself and listeners to go watch the honest trailer of Frozen on YouTube.
I would recommend the honest trailer for any movie.
Hilarious. Because it goes through such songs as the obvious song, and then it's like the one that you don't remember the words to. So he's a fixer-up. Anyway, and then it's like starring forgotten Sarah Marshall.
Oh, she's a very
Adele
good singer.
Dazeem, I think it actually says.
She's a very good singer.
Yeah.
Which is, interesting. She hasn't done any other singing, really.
She didn't even sing in Burlesque.
She also didn't sing.
Although, if I was going to be in a movie where Christina Aguilera was singing, I'd be like, no, I'll lip sync.
You've already
That's
been
fine.
in a movie
I
where
don't want to.
you've already been in a movie where Idina Menzel was singing, and you sung with her.
That was before.
But also, like, she was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Jason Segel, who can sing, and Russell Brand, who can arguably potentially sing.
Mila Kunis can sing. Is she in that? Or did I just make that up?
Can she sing?
No, probably not.
Oh.
I think Mila Kunis might be able to sing, but Meg Griffin can't.
Oh, no, Meg Griffin cannot.
Anyway.
Unless it's like an episode where Meg... There could be an episode where, like, Meg joins a band and everyone's like, oh, fuck, this is going to be shit. Or she's
She
just going to
sing.
Or she's just going to be in the background, but then she's, like, the lead singer and she absolutely kills it.
She does sing. So there was an episode where she gets a makeover and then they start a family band and then they go and perform at prison. And then everybody gets obsessed with her because she's hot. And then they have a song. No, that's the actual Brady Bunch. What's the song they sing? Anyway, and then they end up being on SNL.
Okay.
She gets a makeover, she becomes hot, and she sings. It might not be her. Something of a feeling. Holding on for a feeling or something. Anyway, it's not important to this episode.
Okay. Let's do a top 5 because we're reviewing Frozen.
Yep.
We've already done a top 5 Pixar.
We have.
We haven't done a top 5 Disney,
No.
which we could have done.
Haven't we?
But instead, we're going to do a top 5 movies where it's set in the cold.
I just realised 3 of mine are animated.
One of mine is animated.
Okay.
Movies where it's set in the cold or the fact that it's very cold / frozen is a key element of the story.
All right.
Okay? My number 5 is a movie we've reviewed before, which I'm putting in for the blog post so we can link to it for the SEO
Speed
benefits.
2 Cruise Control?
Cool Runnings.
Oh, fuck. Didn't even think of that.
So most of the movie is set in a cold area.
Well, they go to the Winter Olympics.
Yeah. So the cold is a key part of the story.
Because they're from Jamaica. That's why.
Yes.
My number 5 is completely different to Cool Runnings. It's Dr. Zhivago. It's on a bit of the classics. It's an epic. It's a classic. Moving on.
And it's cold.
It's fucking cold. It's in like Russia or some shit.
Yeah, Russia is cold. Mila Kunis can speak Russian.
She can.
Yeah. My number 4. Mm-hmm. People might not agree with this one.
Oh, God.
Hateful Eight.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
They are snowed in, basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
The movie that Tarantino absolutely did not need to shoot on 70mm film, but he's Quentin Tarantino, so he did it anyway.
Let him do what he wants.
Yeah.
My number 4 is something completely different to the Hateful Eight.
Okay.
Ice Age.
Okay. That's in my honourable mentions
Okay.
because it is obviously very ice related.
It's an age
It's
of
in the
ice.
title.
So, yeah.
But all I remember from it is the little squirrely whatever
Yep.
picking out the acorn.
Acorn.
And the big crack forming in the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That. Simples. No.
My number 3, Happy Feet.
Okay.
Okay? Because it's set in
yeah.
Antarctica and it's very cold down there.
My number 3 is Frozen.
Okay. Frozen is my number 6.
Oh, okay.
So it's the top of my honourable mentions.
Yeah.
Because I am not a huge fan of the movie.
No, we've got that.
Okay? In case you didn't get that.
Okay, great.
My number 2 is The Thing.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
The 80s version. John Carpenter's version.
Okay.
With Kurt Russell. It's also set on Antarctica and they are snowed in. So it's got the Hateful Eight elements.
And the Happy Feet elements.
The Happy Feet elements. But no one is happy in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Except The Thing, I assume, as it takes over people's bodies.
Okay, that's great. That's great. My number 2 is Happy Feet.
It's a good movie.
I have not watched it for a while. I need to watch Happy Feet.
Is it in the list?
It is now.
What if we spin that up?
Yeah, right. 6 Degrees of Separation. They're both on my list.
6 Degrees of Separation. Musicals set in cold places. My number 1 is The Shining.
Oh.
Snowed in.
Interesting.
Snowed in, great movie. It's funny. The Shining is an
okay.
incredible movie, and lots of people say it's an incredible movie, and movie fans say it's an incredible movie. But Stephen King has said it is my least favourite of the movies adapted. He's like, Stanley Kubrick has made something that looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if I could say it was not based on my book, that'd be okay by me.
Jesus. The Shining is not on my list because I didn't think of it as cold. He's just inside and goes crazy.
Yeah.
But then I didn't think that he's inside because
of the cold.
But he's not. They're not snowed in. Although he does freeze at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think they're
I'll chuck it in an honourable mention.
They're pretty much snowed in.
You know what?
Is your number 1 Fargo?
It is Fargo. Yeah, my number 1 is Fargo.
So you were having sex with the little fella.
Yeah. Oh, you betcha, yeah. I have to watch it again. I haven't watched it for ages.
Fargo is in my honourable mentions.
It's a great movie.
As is Ice Age, as is Frozen. Also a movie called Snowpiercer.
Okay.
Which is actually very good. Chris Evans is in it and Tilda Swinton is in it. It is a post-apocalyptic-y thing, and it's like the class warfare of the train carriages. So they live on the train, and if the train stops moving, they'll all freeze, essentially, because it's post-apocalyptic. And then there's stuff that happens. So it's a good movie.
Yeah.
My other honourable mention, Batman and Robin.
That is one of mine. So my honourable mentions, The Day After Tomorrow, Batman and Robin, and Die Another Day.
Oh, Die Another Day. It is
Die
set in the cold.
Another Day.
All right.
Let me just go to this list. Go Happy Feet.
All right. Add Happy Feet to the list. And then that will wrap up our top 5 movies that are set in or are key element of the story parted.
That was one of
with
the
cold.
more different ones we've had.
We've had many
We only
same
had
ones recently.
one of the same.
Happy Feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then a couple of the sames in the honourable mentions. But yeah, you can let us know in the Facebook group what you think of our top 5 movies set in the cold. But that's it for the top 5 for this week.
Yes.
So we should look at what my turn.
I believe it's your turn to spin.
Okay. Ready? And
Oh my God.
the dice button or the shuffle button?
The dice button?
That's a shuffle button, yeah?
The dice button.
Okay. Shuffle.
Oh my God. 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 Happy Feet.
Only
you
just put it in there.
Could you imagine?
Okay. Okay. You love this film.
Okay.
And actually, this film was nominated by a listener.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
A
doesn't help
listener
me.
that was not already previously known to us.
Ooh.
I'm just going to go and try and find the name of this listener, but I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It has a young actress. Well, actually, it's going to be the 5th movie starring this man. Okay, that we have reviewed. And it is starring a young actress that you are definitely a fan of.
It's a Jumanji.
It's Jumanji.
Yes. Wait. Jumanji.
Jumanji. Yes.
Nice.
It's Jumanji.
Fucking love Jumanji.
Yeah. So
Yes.
this was nominated by Nick.
Nice, Nick.
And Nick, if you're still listening,
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
still
acknowledge,
listening.
right? Nick messaged us on Halloween last year
Oh.
asking if we can review a classic movie. I said, hey, let us know what you want to look at. He says, I'm requesting you to review the 1995 movie Jumanji. I said, yes, it's already on the list at some point as it's huge nostalgia for both of us. We'll have a look when we can slot it in for you. And that was actually one of the impeti for us to start this new format where we take the listener suggestions.
That and doing shit movies.
Yeah, we did have a lot of shit movies last year, including probably Nick suggested because he'd heard us review horror movies that we're really not interested in.
Yeah.
So by the end of
Yes.
October, he was like, fuck, these guys better do some good movies soon. I'm going to suggest Jumanji. And so
Great.
Jumanji is coming next week, and we need to do a 6 degrees from Frozen to Jumanji. Surely we can go Kristen
Robin
Bell to
Williams.
Ted Danson has got to have some link to Robin Williams. Hang on. The one that
Robin
plays the
Williams
hang on, the one
Hook.
that plays the auntie. Does she
Lilith.
play Lilith?
Oh.
She does play Lilith, doesn't she?
Yeah.
There you go. Kristen Bell
That's
is
TV.
in my favorite sitcom with Ted Danson,
Yeah.
who is in Cheers with Lilith, who is the auntie of Kirsten Dunst and the boy that doesn't have a name in Jumanji.
What if Kirsten Dunst was in? No, I just went back to Robin Williams
Kirsten Dunst was in an interview with the vampire.
with Brad Pitt,
Yep.
who was in Ocean's 11 with Julia Roberts, who was in Mona Lisa Smile with Kirsten Dunst.
Okay. So Kirsten Dunst was in Mona Lisa Smile with Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts was in something,
What's Adina Menzel done?
Rent and The Frozens in terms of movies. Kristen Chenoweth was in
She was in that new
Unnecessarily
Cinderella
Witches.
one.
Adina or Kristen?
Adina,
Which new Cinderella?
the one with the
Gal Kazin.
yeah, and Camila Cabello.
Oh, yeah. No, I think my one works.
I think it works. Like it's
Right.
not
Kristen Bell
movies.
to Ted Danson to Lilith. It's only 2 degrees.
You know what I would really love a listener to do? If you can do a 6 degrees of separation using Bonnie Hunt, I'll be very impressed.
Bonnie Hunt, yeah. What else have we seen her in?
Literally, probably just Jumanji.
No, I feel like I've seen her in other things. Robin Williams to Kristen Bell. Or
If
to
Robin
Josh
Williams was in Nightmare at the Museum with Ben Stiller.
Gad. Yeah. Jason Segel, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Mila Kunis. Mark Wahlberg.
Muppets.
Jason Segel, Muppets.
Anyway,
Robin Williams was on an episode of The Muppet Show. That's TV, though. You don't like that.
No, I'm happy with Lilith. I watched
Yeah.
a Will and Grace episode that Lilith was in the other day.
Well, there you go. It also
Playing
connects
herself.
to that. Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't know her actor name.
BB Newworth.
Yep. BB Newworth plays the auntie.
And then she walked. So it's the episode of Will and Grace. Then it's Sex in the City gets cancelled.
Oh, okay.
And it's all on NBC, so they can talk about it. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Oh, that was on HBO. And then they're like, oh, I can't believe, what are we going to talk about? And then Karen's like, oh, at least I've still got my Frasier and my Friends. And then Jack's like, they've cancelled them as well. And then like, I'm not going to know, what am I going to watch? And they're at this coffee shop, and then Lilith walks in.
And
they're like, And then she's like, no, I'm BB. And then she's like, I fucking love being Lilith. She doesn't say fucking love being Lilith.
Yeah.
She goes, it's great. I get flew first class to LA. And then she's like, and I deliver several lines in a monotone and I get paid. Anyway, that was very off topic.
Okay. Jumanji is next week. Thank you
Jumanji.
to Nick for the suggestion.
Yes.
If you would like to suggest a movie to us, you can message us,
Jumanji.
2 out of 3 brothers, on the socials, or you can join our Facebook group that is linked in the show notes. Thanks for listening to another episode. Like, subscribe, review, tell your friends, watch Jumanji, and we'll be back next week. Thanks, Brett.
Thanks, Lee. Cheers. Thanks for listening to Two Drink Cinema. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which this podcast was produced and pay our respects to elders past and present.
If you'd like to support the podcasts, either leave a tip or become a member for early access to these episodes by using the link in the show notes.
Join the Facebook group for more chat about the movies we review, and make sure you follow us on the socials to keep up to date.
Hit the subscribe button and leave us a review on your podcast app.
Happy viewing and drink responsibly.